Toddlers to Teens TV, and I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas and an amazing 2011. And today we're going to be continuing with our talk about not being judged as the parent of a strong-willed child. The things I'm going to cover today in part 3 are more about you. So we've discovered what it is to be a parent of a strong-willed child, the judgment that we may be exposed to, the judgment that we have of ourselves, and also what these strong-willed children can bring into our lives, and the consistency of poor choices can be quite overwhelming on us as parents from the children. Their defiance, their constantly not being compliant, and also what others view our children to be, rather than just strong-willed. Quite often it's just the naughty child. So this can wear us out. So that's why today we're going to be talking more about you and what you can be doing to be in a position to be consistent with your child, to be able to follow through, to stay calm. So as I've done in previous segments, we've looked at breathing, we've looked at drinking enough water. Certainly Fee's covered some awesome tips on nutrition for your child, but also look at those nutritional tips for yourself. So keep your body acting in a way that it is not under stress. So drink that water, take those deep breaths, and really watch the food that you eat and give your body enough fuel and energy that it needs to overcome some of the tiring aspects of having a strong-willed child. Also, if we look on an emotional and mental level, what are you telling yourself every day in your mind? That you're a failure as a mother? That your child can't behave? Why is it so hard? Do you deserve this? Do they deserve this? Do you feel like you need to hide? Have a look at those thought processes that you may be going through your mind that you don't even notice anymore because they happen so often. How can you change that around to be more positively affirmative? That will work wonders in your life. Is I am a good parent. I am doing my best. I can stay calm. I can walk away and take a few minutes, or even ask someone to help me for half a day so that I can have a break and just build up your energy reserves again. Just feel more revitalised. How can I be exercising to work off some of this stress? I am good enough. My child is good enough. This will pass, and it's how I deal with it that's going to help my child and me the most. How can I get those strong bonds with my child while still keeping some of those consistencies, while still having appropriate disciplines, while still having appropriate consequences? I can be creative and think my way around this. So have a look at what you're actually thinking. Is it helping to be more productive with your child, or is it on a reactionary basis? Is it self-judging? Is it judging others? So have a look at that. Even write down a few times during the day, what am I thinking? And then within a week, go back through your journal and just see what your mind is thinking, how you are feeling. Sometimes we're so used to it we don't even notice. So I find that a fabulous tool. Just at different random times during the day, write down how are you feeling and thinking right now. And then, like I said, in a week, go back and have a look and see what you come up with. The other thing that gets overwhelming and we feel worn down, and sometimes we can get angry, is within our emotional well-being. So how are you looking after yourself emotionally? How are you feeling? How are you building the joy in your life? Happiness is a state of mind. So how are you making your mind ready to be happy? That follows through within your body. The other thing with strong-willed children is they can wear us down emotionally. We do feel like crying. We do feel overwhelmed. And anger, I personally believe, is just fear under pressure. So do you ask yourself, what am I most afraid of? Are you most afraid of people's judgments? Are you most afraid of people proving that you may be a failure as a parent, which you're actually not, but are you afraid of that? Are you afraid for your child? I know I went through a couple of years of being very afraid that my child wasn't going to reach its full potential because he couldn't sit still in a classroom. I don't think you need to have any fear for their future. And I certainly don't think you need to have any fear about what people think. That's such a changeable thing. It is not tangible at all. People will think one thing one day and another thing another day. The most important thing is what you think of yourself. And what are you most afraid of? Ask yourself that question when you're really angry. And then that will help you not only calm down, but get control of the situation. So if you're afraid that your child may not make it in the world, is that true? Do you really know that? Or what could you be doing in the simple disciplines every day, the simple commitments every day for you and your child? If you're most afraid of other people's judgment, I have a wonderful saying by Louise Hay, that what people think of me is none of my business. So they can think what they like, and they're coming from their own experiences, their own expectations, their own view of the world. That isn't my business. What is my business is what I think of myself. So look after yourself. Have some exercise. Make sure you laugh every day. Never lose the joy in your life, because that's when it does become very tiring. And in that way, when we go on to part 4, which I'll be talking to you about next week, we will be able to follow through a lot more with those consistency issues, with being fair with our discipline but yet firm, and helping our child more. But first of all, it's most important we help ourselves. One thing I'd like my children to go into their adulthood with is, I love my mum not for what she did for me, but how much she loved life. I love my mum because she got out of bed every day and never gave up. I love my mum because my choices are my choices, and I watched her make her choices every day, which gives me a stronger foothold in this world. So when you think about that, do your journaling, be happy. There is always something in our lives these days to laugh about, and always, always be in touch with your joy. Joy and gratitude is the most important thing, self-awareness, and everything is in your control. Other people are out of your control. So take back your power and what is in your control. Thank you, and I'll talk to you all next week. Kirsty from Toddlers to Teens. Look forward to your feedback. Bye.